UGA, UGA, that's that underground Athens. That's that underground. It's a long way up, it's a long way down. Sometimes you get to past the ones you see on the way back down. It's a long way up, it's a long way down. You got to learn to love yourself before someone else. I said it's great to be a Georgia Bulldog. Say it's great to be a Georgia Bulldog. I said it's great to be a Georgia Bulldog. Even if I lived in Cali, it's I'm a Bulldog.
Man. Is it gonna keep doing that? I need to start over.
I would probably just start.
I'm just gonna start it over. Huh? Man, you ain't scared to talk to me like that. How you keep on going on? Man. Oh yeah, let me. Wait, I should I can't do all this. Yeah. Time. This, I already did a couple of them. They should be ready for it. You gonna have to lay in there sometime. I want to get a little closer. That's good. Hey, thank y'all for spending time with me today. I guess it'd be perfect time to go ahead and start off with this, cause you could be doing something else. Today is a Sunday. You should be out of church by now. For the ones that's on live, but thank you for choosing to spend time with me in another episode of Keeping It Real with Mr. White. I hope you at home, not telling lies to your family and your friends and your children, and you just keeping it real with yourself also. Today I got a special guest. We all the way up here in Marietta, Georgia. You know where the Blue Devils at. Tell these people who you are.
Hi, thank y'all so much for having me today. My name is Milyssa Rose. I'm a singer, songwriter, entertainer, entrepreneur, lover of pets, not so much of people.
I understand that. I'm still working on being a people person too. Yeah, it's one day at a time. What's up, Brightwell? But shoot, that's why I like man, a lot of times I do shows and stuff like that. I really don't do a lot of shows too many because people like, you gotta network, you gotta stay after the show, you gotta talk to everybody. But man, maybe might not even like their music, and why do I gotta talk to them? I mean, but what is gonna benefit me, So I mean, I'd be like, it's time for me to go. I done did what I needed to do. Pay me, goodbye. We can network on the book because I have trust issues, and maybe I want to, talk to you a long way before I get to, be your friend or something. Which I don't have those because your friends don't be the ones that turn on you. They're the ones that lie to you, try to take your husband and your wife. Them what your friends do. To my experience, I don't know about everybody else. I have some associates, a couple, I met Motorola top 5. Got top 5. So, you say you're an entertainer, entrepreneur, songwriter, singer.
Mm-hmm. I rap on the low.
And she rap on the low?
I do. I'm actually rapping more lately, believe it or not.
So
people have been asking me to rap more, which is kind of funny to me.
I mean, I guess it's good to be, multi-talented.
It is.
I consider ourselves, my team Renaissance men. So we can do more than one thing, And they say that's how you got to break in. If you want to break into something, you got to be able to do more than one thing. You can't just be a what do you call it?
Be a one-trick pony.
One-trick pony. There you go. So I try not to be a one-trick pony. Same thing in relationships. I'm gonna drop this. You can't be a one-trick pony. You got to be able to do some different stuff. You got to be able to try some things out, and you also have to do, some of those things that you was doing in the beginning to get him or to get her. You got to do some of those same things. You can't stop doing it. You can't get stuck in doing the same things. Now, just like your friends, we was just talking about that. Complacency, getting comfortable. Sometimes you got to move on from those old friends that's doing the same things because you're trying to move or you're trying to read another chapter and they still want to be stuck on the same chapter. But you're really tired of this book and you're trying to move on to your next book. Sometimes you got to keep on reading on and go to the next chapter. Sometimes you got to leave some of those people that just want to stay on that chapter, that's comfortable where they're at. But maybe you're not comfortable. So, you got to, step out by yourself or on faith. Sacrifice, you got to start to believe in yourself. So that's what the kind of the topic will be about. Depending on yourself, like for whatever you believe in, your goals, because nobody gonna give you your goal or your dream. She say, Miss Milyssa says that she do a couple things to try to get to her goals. She can't do just one, but all of those are different types of talents. So speaking of something, let's tell us about that entrepreneurship. Like, actually, where are we right now? I see the lightning bulb in the background, electricity. Like, what's really going on with that?
Oh, so my husband and I have an electrical contracting business. We've been in business since 2003.
2003? Baby steps. Long time.
That is a long time.
Now look where y'all at.
Yeah, we
I know you probably started somewhere or started small, but 2003, here it is 2023, still going. And I know you probably had some dark clouds like what we had today, and the sun is coming out, So for some entrepreneurs out there, how do you last more than 10 years and be strong?
Oh, well, it was very difficult in the front at the beginning, especially in 2008 when the economy tanked and we thought we were going to lose a business and everybody was suing us for advertising money. And, we owed everybody and their grandmother money, whether it be, for our truck or our marketing. And so we settled everything out and we decided, okay, we're going to do the Dave Ramsey principles, which is cash is king. So if it's not cash, we don't finance, we don't lease, we pay cash for everything. Because we said if the economy tanked again, we weren't going to be in a position where someone was going to call us and try to take anything. We're going to make sure we owned everything.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I know it's hard for people to own things because even though they still be having their hands in your pocket. So, baby steps. Do whatever you got to do to try to, own it yourself. Even for your property, your house, your homes. They got some things where you can do rent to home. I mean, a lot of things be a scam, but I just encourage you guys, encourage you people to try to, get some land or try to do things yourself so you can have something to fall back, like on some cash. Or just in case, another COVID-19 hit. Or we may have a recession. So, speaking of that, how can they get in contact with you? Like, if they want you to put a rhyme down or they need some vocals, how can they get with you? How can they contact Milyssa to say, or how can they get some of your music to check you out to know if they think that you should be on this song?
So the best thing to do is I have my website, which is mrosemusic.com, but I'm on all social medias. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, even though I'm a little dicey on Twitter. I'm not really sold on Twitter.
I'm still working on it too.
Twitter just seems so angry to me. Everyone on Twitter just seems angry. It's like anger and porn. That's all that's on Twitter.
Yeah, they definitely want to bust it on Twitter.
I don't know what it is. It's worse than Instagram, I think.
No comment. Well, I'm new to all of this, so I'm still working on TikTok. But Twitter is a far fetch. I got it, but I don't even be on there. I mean, I'm working on it. But what's that? You said Milyssa Rose. What?
Rose Music.
MRosemusic.com. Yeah, I heard that. Hey, what's the cash app? You got a cash app? So if they want to, just donate or support, what's the cash app?
Rose Inc.
What's that again?
Rose Inc.
Yeah, I hear that.
I mean, they don't
pennies, nickels, dollars, they add up.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you guys
make it hail in my cash app.
Throw all of the change.
Throw it all.
I know you don't want it. You know how y'all people? Oh, y'all, you too good today. You don't use change. You don't. Some of y'all actually throw change away like it ain't money.
It adds up.
I remember this one movie, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. He was like, the other guy, he didn't want to take no change. He was like, shit, fuck that. I take change, even though he was doing what he didn't want to do or illegally. But all money kind of matter to him. Money is money, and money adds up. So speaking of that, how do you feel? Because a lot of relationships most of the time they can be based on money. Sometimes they can be based on personalities, and they can be based on looks, just lust. Cause some people can be like, shoot, when I first met her, I liked the booty. I seen her booty and that drawed my attention, got me hypnotized. But then sometimes it leads from that. That was the main idea, but then sometimes feelings and emotions get involved, and sometimes people didn't expect that, but it happens, and then they're like, "Oh, I didn't search and see like what kind of guy that was or what kind of woman that was," and then 6 months later, you fell in love with the booty or the looks, and the other stuff didn't work out. So what I'm getting at is, if things don't work out, because some people get sad and get depressed, and some people give up. I seen this post the other day. This woman, like, it was a little duck. It was mad. It was walking off. Power, like, don't nobody think about me no more. Don't nobody care about me no more. But it was a nice looking duck, and it just had 1,000 other ducks trying to talk to him. But that duck wanted a Pacific duck. So it was funny because you had 1,000 of them, but yet you wanted something that you got in a book, that you fantasize of, that you may never get. So you chose to not even try to see what those ducks was about. You just went on to this other duck and you got nothing. So you're pouting and you feel depressed, like no one cares. Went through a situation like that the other day. I love you, young man, but the whole time he's waddling about some other stuff, but we got a whole birthday party over here for you, and you don't even know it. It's a surprise party, but you mad like nobody care about me. No, we do care about you. Some people grew up like, oh, we're not supposed to show feelings, but that don't mean that somebody don't care about you. But anyway, going back to what I was saying was, how do you choose like friendships and people in your life? Or how do you stay focused on yourself? Because I like to look in the mirror, on being your own person, standing up for yourself and keeping your own. So when things like that happen, or if your husband falls short, you can back your husband. Or if your wife falls short, you can back your wife. Because sometimes some people can't do it alone. And it's better they say two heads better than one. Hey, I'm not saying that you need to have somebody, but sometimes they say two heads better than one. I'm not mad at single people. No, don't say nothing like that. Don't think nothing like that. I just want to drop that nugget on you. because some people, take words and like change it around. But two heads can be better than one. But how do you be your own person in the midst of all of that? Stand true to what you believe in, and be strong and continue to pursue your music and things like that. Even if like no one believe in you, you believe in yourself. How do you do that with your head held up?
Well, for me, I've always been pretty independent. I'm the only child, so my parents were, everything was on me, right? So if I got in trouble, it was on me. My opportunities were on me. I've always been that kind of person where I don't want anyone to hand me anything. I want to be able to do it myself or have a team of people that can help me achieve that goal. I will be honest with you, my engineer passed away last April. I worked with him for 10 years. My whole world was just turned upside down. D. Cox he was a mentor for me. He helped me with, my music. He wasn't a yes person. If he didn't think it was good, then we didn't do it. He was so much more than an engineer. And I'll be honest with you, I almost quit music because of that. Because I don't trust anyone, right? Because the music industry is so shisty. And so I had a dream, and Dee was in it, and it was like we were doing music, and everything was back to normal, and that was my sign of, okay, you need to get back into this. So I decided I'm going to get my own mic. I'm going to get my own, got my little MacBook with my little garage band. I'm going to start recording myself. And that's what I've done. And then I found someone that's going to mix and master my music, and he actually sent him a song. He was done in like 24 hours. And I was like, okay. And then I met this guy on the internet who was like, hey, I want you to do this song. And he kind of opened the doors like, oh, this is the kind of mic you need to get. And then another engineer kind of reached out to me. It was almost like Dee sent these people to me to say, okay, you're not done yet. There are still good people out there. So continue the journey. So that's the story.
No, because I got a lot out of that, what you just said. And then even with your partner, D, felt like, you thought that he was not thinking about you because he was gone or whatever. But the whole time he's, right there. And for you guys, you may have lost a mother. You may have lost a father, a friend. But your memories leave the bad stuff behind. Take what you can take that you remember that's good. Never give up. Chances is they probably always dealt with you inside of you. You understand what I'm saying? You may lost a mother. You may lost a friend. I know there's a couple of funerals down there in Athens, like this weekend. But, hey, be strong. Remember what they wanted for you. You can't give up. See, Dee believed in her and was her guy. But he never wanted her to, give up. He never wanted her to quit. Now, bring that back. Most of us, we like to quit right before the miracle happens. We done went through this rain. We done went through this storm. We done had broken tires, car crashes. And then, you know what? We right there. We want to throw the towel in. You could be right there before your million views. Before you go viral. You could be right there before you got that deal. But you was like, you know what? Forget about it. I can't do this on my own. You don't need no help. You just need to keep putting your feet to work. But that's one of the things that I struggle with too. Trust issues. Trust issues with people. And I told you I'm a people. I'm working on being a people person. Working on it.
Well, you can be a people person. You just have to be selective with who you have in your life that's close to you.
But it be spirit sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, the inside, like, sometimes I can get in, I can feel the vibe. I'm like, I don't even know if my vibe is going to agree with that vibe, you know what I'm saying? And, like, sometimes, a lot of times it don't. Even with like, music, like, I can, do a lot of stuff, but it's just some stuff that I don't want to do. Because, like, everything, some of the stuff is the same old. I'm like really kind of always, trying to go above and beyond my craft, something new or something different. But I be like, my spirit don't vibe. I don't agree. Or you doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. Or maybe also something that gets with me dealing with a lot of engineers. A lot of engineers be like producers and rappers and singers too. And it's hard for me to just to find just an engineer that just engineers. And because this is one thing that I have had for a long time with a lot of different people. I left a lot of different places because maybe it didn't sound right, and I had like a problem with like stuff sounding right and stuff sounding good, and then maybe like I'm dealing with a rapper and he recorded me, but he rapping too, so chances is he gonna spend more time on his stuff than he gonna spend on mine, even if I pay him, because he gonna want his to be, particular or crispy or something. It was this one guy I was working with. He rapped and he sang, but like every time I went to his studio, sometimes it sounded good, but he even did songs with me, and like I listened to the song, I'm like, why my verse sound like this and his verse sound like that? I'm like, it just so clean and clear, and just I'm like, it works my nerves sometimes. But that's why I try to not to deal with a lot of crowds. That's just for y'all, that want to get to know me. Just tell you a little something about me. But it's just hard for me. But I'm finally happy I got a couple people in my background, in my team that I can deal with, that I can trust to get the job done. And maybe it may not be like for those that believe in your creator or whatever. You say, your creator might not come when you want your creator, but he's right on time. Sometimes they might move slow, but I have to understand that they got a life too. So I have to be patient. I encourage y'all, don't pray for that. Patience. You have to be patient because sometimes it can be right on time. Like, coming here today, I thought about not coming because I had car problems all this week, both cars and stuff like that. I'm like, fuck it, let me get my old lady car in the shop, let me rent a car, and etc. etc. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and it's raining and stuff like that. You know what? The sun do shine. Let me keep it going. Let me go in. Let me be a man of my word. So, I have to take baby steps. I have to do what I can do. So, I encourage you to do what you have to do. I need you guys. Even if you got, $1. That's all it takes. She gave y'all the cash app and she gonna give it to you again. Hit them with it.
It's M Rose Inc.
You can shoot a 50 cent, shoot $1. Because she also, like entrepreneur, Bumblebee Lightning. Tell them about the Rose. What about the shirts? You got wardrobe? You got some shirts
Yeah,
and stuff
merch
like that?
on Bonfire. And all my links are actually on my link tree as well. But I've got some merch on there. And then, of course, I'm on all streaming services, Apple, Amazon, iTunes, all that good stuff, Pandora. Do people even listen to Pandora? I don't know.
I listen to Pandora.
Deezer.
That's why I listen to Pandora. Well, that's what. Hey, I need to upgrade, so that's why I be listening to Pandora. How y'all people doing? I'm sorry, but my phone be acting crazy. I want to bring some of y'all in so y'all can talk to her, get to know her, or ask your question, because maybe you might be going through, something with dealing with them people. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them people can be them people.
There's a lot of them.
But I encourage you, hold your head up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta, smile in everybody's face. You don't have to be everybody's friend, but you can, say hey, keep it moving. And then most people, they talk about people behind their back. You can do the same thing. You ain't gotta be out on their face and trying to be mad with them later. Let's try to keep the peace because life is too short. We got too much going on. Too much hate. I don't know why we can't come together. Be friends and, well, not be friends because y'all know how I feel about friends, but love one another. Love one another. All colors of the rainbow. Everybody deserves to be loved. But hey, we don't have that much time. But I do thank y'all for joining me. Hit them with the cash up again.
It's Emrose Inc.
The platform for all platforms. How they can get your music.
emrosemusic.com. All my links are on there. Or you can just look up Milyssa Rose, Milyssa Rose.
That's right.
Everything should come up.
That's right. For y'all in Marietta, up here, close Cobb County.
Lightning Bug Electric. All your electrical needs.
All of your electrical needs. Man, come on. You can't beat that. Rain, sleet, snow. It's going to happen. Just like a car. It's going to break down eventually. But now you know with somebody that's need to be supported. Not saying necessarily, but entrepreneurship on her own. She got family. I know you got family. Support your people. Support your people. Hey, I thank y'all. And I'm sorry for y'all. I tapped a couple of y'all. I tried to get you to come in. Please, hey, I'm going to get better. I want y'all to keep on coming in, but you can type your questions. I can read them back to you. We can do the questions, and we can bring y'all in when my phone is not acting up. But hey, I'm sorry. Be on the lookout. Milyssa Rose, I'm telling you. Hey, they just what's the shit? They got stars in the roof of their car. Stars in the roof. Hey, y'all better be a lookout on that stuff, bro. Milyssa Rose, I'm telling y'all. You want to give anybody a shout out that you love, that you need, you don't want to forget? Shout them out right now.
Well, I definitely want to shout out all of you for coming here today. I appreciate it so much. Just C-Wiz, I'm going to be doing some music with him in the future.
Heard.
Luna Antonio, I'm going to be doing some projects with him. Travis Spade for reaching out to me in regards to my engineering needs. Also, Luna as well. Just everyone that supports me, Miss Chaz. I've been kind of going through it with the music and kind of debating whether I wanted to continue or not. And I feel like I'm in a good place and I have a good plan with that. So just shout out to everyone that supports me, and I support them. So I know who in my circle I can rely on. So they know who they are. And my husband, of course,
Tony Blanco. Thank you. Thank you,
like
Mr. White.
The silent guy.
For allowing us to come here and spend time with your wife today. Because you could have been, people be like, no, we're not going to have it. Thank you. Thank you. Because you took time out today to join us. Hey, as long as you're breathing, you got feet. Keep the wheels rolling. Nah, the wheels ain't stopping. I'm going to keep it rolling till they fall off. I'll see y'all next time. Keeping it real, Mr. White. Down there in Athens, shout out to Creative Space. If you need a place to be creative, come to Creative Space. All of your studio needs, podcasts, photos, next time. Barber Shack down there on Tennessee. Peace out.
Thank y'all.
Hey, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Even more, because I'm going to do better. I know I told y'all I was going to do better, but you see, I got an Instagram account now. You see, I'm actually doing the podcast now. So
You ain't got no new phone?
So I'm going to get me a new phone soon so y'all can tap in and chime in. Well, I do got a chime, but I use that for some other stuff. But y'all can, PayPal me. But other than that, shoot, I got stars, man. Y'all better stop playing with me getting my stars. Shoot. Don't me just be sitting there liking my stuff and viewing it. Shoot. Give me a star. If you feel like it. I ain't gonna be like Debo. Shit. You ain't gotta tuck your chain in. But hey, you can give me some stars. Cause some of y'all be on here every week. So that means you supporting me. Go on and give me 50 cents. Stop playing with me. I got children to feed too now. You know that, right? I got plenty of them. Yeah, I got some baby mamas too. Baby mama gotta be took care of too. So I be
UGA, UGA, that's that underground Athens. It's that underground. It's a long way up. It's a long way down. Sometimes you get to past the ones you see on the way back down. It's a long way up. Yes, sir. It's a long way down. Yes, sir. You got to learn to love yourself before someone else. I said it's great to be a Georgia Bulldog. Say it's great to be a Georgia Bulldog. I said it's great to be a Georgia Bulldog.
Mr. White.